Hi, welcome to week number 6. I wanted to take a moment to update you on a couple of things. I have a little bit of feedback for you on both the first exam as well as on your first assignment. Keep in mind that your first assignment was due in week 4. If you haven't turned it in, then you're extremely late and you need to have something turned in. But I want to make you aware of where we are here in week 6 is this week you have your observation assignment due, and your observation assignment is to observe children at play. The recommended way to do that is to schedule a appointment at one of the child care centers, either on the north or the south campus, and the instructions on how to do that are attached to the assignment. And so the names of the directors are on the assignment. So that is coming up due at the end of this week. Also, I wanted to let you know that some of the chapter lectures are combined. Chapters 1 and 2, 24 and 25 are combined, 3 and 4 are combined, 5 and 6 are combined, 7, 8, and 10, and then 12, 13, and 14, and then 26 and 27. So the chapters that are cohesive, in other words, when the definitions and content are relative, then they're combined into one lecture. So really wanted to make sure everyone understands that any paper that you turn in the mental health services program, any psychology style paper should always be done in APA style. APA style is very simple to follow, but you must follow it in order to meet the criteria of any paper that you're going to turn in. Your initial paper should have been 2 to 5 pages. Basically, you really need to be researching and studying and putting on paper what you plan to do with your project, because all of these things are going to come together at the end of the semester for your final project. So be sure and look at the feedback that I gave you. Download the APA style template that's under course information, and then make sure that you resubmit it if you didn't get a grade for the first assignment, or if you haven't submitted it yet, it needs to be submitted pretty quick here, because we have assignment 2 coming up in week 9, and so you don't want to get too far behind. The way this is the first 2 assignments are worth 10 points together, and then for part of your final grade in the final paper should be 8 to 10 pages. If you do 2 to 3 pages for the first 2 papers, and then another 4 to 6 pages for the final paper, then you won't be struggling at the end of the semester. But you should have a cover page always, introduction, body, and conclusion, and a reference page in any paper that you do. And in the paper you should write your definitions. Some of you used flowcharts, some of you used graphs and stuff, and so many of you are on the right track. Your first paper is a definition, operational definition and plan of what you're going to do, how you're going to measure the frequency and intensity and duration of your behavior. The second paper that's due in week 9 is the baseline data, the data that you have been tracking of where you currently are, and then the final paper is going to be over your treatment phase, and your follow-up. Your treatment phase, in other words, what did you do to change the behavior, and then follow up after the program is over to see if the program was maintained. Now, I do want to say that within the framework of the APA format, that it's important to, and I'm going to pull up a copy of what the APA style formatting looks like for you, but this is a copy of what I put in most of your feedback. You should always have a running head, short title, and then the page number, title of the paper, name, institution, professor, and date. You do not need an abstract for assignment 1 and 2 or the final. Abstracts are reserved for scholarly articles, but you should have a headings, your actual, it should be 1-inch margins with double spacing, Then you should have, here's what most of you are missing. No matter what you do, you should have a reference. Are you reading your textbook? Are you gaining information on your project from the textbook? No paper should ever be turned in without a reference page, no matter what it is. Keep in mind that that is what we consider plagiarism in academia, is whenever you are learning and gaining knowledge or information and you're not citing it appropriately in your work. Now, it is a work in progress, and as long as you make an attempt, then you will get these first two assignments are graded purely on whether you do the assignment or not. I'm not counting off as much on the style and structure of the paper for the first two assignments because it is a learning process. However, you will need to correct these issues for your final project. I'll be available, and I will be in and grading the discussion boards, and look forward to seeing the next work you turn in. The observation assignment does need to be APA style. Please follow the instructions that are laid out under course information for that paper. Thank you so much.